Hello. So, how's your night going, everybody? It's been actually foggy here the past, today's the second day? Ever since, I don't know, I hit a really high frequency the other day. So, anyway, I want to talk about fallen angels. And I want to talk about hybrids and what is a hybrid, right? Let's talk this out. So the fallen angels, what are they? So one of the angels decided to go against everybody in heaven and infiltrated minds in heaven and was able to get people to turn against God's angels, us angels, right? So they fell like a lightning bolt. And so where did they go? Do you think that could they have possibly went to another planet and destroyed that? Could Saturn be their home planet, right? Because they're always referencing Saturn all the time, right? You got the black cube of Saturn, and there's black cubes all over the place, right? You got the Mecca. You have on Trump's tower in New York, there's a black cube on the top of his tower, and it has Trump on there. What else is there? In Denmark, I think there is one. There's a black cube. You got the D-Wave box, right? You got the D-Wave box. Georgie Rose. Research Georgie Rose and the D-Wave box. So, these fallen angels, so what? They destroyed their home planet, right? Because none of them can heal their shit, right? So they just take it out at each other, fucking abusing each other, right? So now what? So they came here because their planet died. And they came here and back where there were the giants, right? There were the giants and the Nephilims and, back when the frequency of the planet was at its, where it was meant to be, and everything was alive and beautiful. So now, what do we have? So you have these fallen angels that come here, right? And they start to wreak havoc throughout the world. They start to take it over one by one, right? With their big guns and their tanks and, their fucking, advanced technology, right? I mean, we had the technology too, right? They come here and take ours, right? When Satan is called the prince of the air for a reason. And then we have the 5G towers, we got them things, right? So he's controlling the air frequencies, the energies, the vibrations, the frequencies, lowering from 432 hertz, which is the natural frequency, the vibration of the planet, and they shot it up to 440 hertz. So they do all these things, right? And they come here, and they're probably really high vibrational men and women. So what happens? What happens now? They start raping them, stealing them for wives, right? Putting them into slavery, having children with them, doing whatever they please with them, right? I mean, you have Nimrod. He had sex with his own mother and married her. You have many of these so-called gods that raped women and kept them. And women probably did the same thing to men too, right? They probably did things to them too. Like the story of Medusa, what did Poseidon raped Medusa in Athena's cathedral or whatever, right? On the stairs or something, right? And Athena just sat there and looked at her and blamed her because of her beauty and her love, right? And then they all turned on Medusa. That's fucked up. She got fucking raped and they all turned on her, right? It's sick. It's sick. It's like this mindset of, I'm not going to look within and I'm going to throw a big tantrum out there like a little fucking toddler. So now they came down. Now they're raping women and they're having children with them, right? So now these high vibrational men and women, high vibrational. Imagine the vibration that was here, right? Obviously that these beings were vibrating, right? We were vibrating at that frequency. What are the fallen angels? What did they vibrate at? Hell, basically, you know, just that frequency, right? So now they start having children. And so now what happens to the energy? Hold on a second. Come on. Come on. So now what happens to the energy when you're having these children? Okay, so now they got good and bad, right? They got good and evil in them. That's why they always say about the, you know, like the devil on the right, you know, the devil on the right, the angels on the left, whatever, you know, whichever way. But, you know, there's always the good and bad talking on your shoulder, like in your ear, you know? It's because it's the frequencies within you from what happened when the angels fell from heaven. So think about it. Think about that. Now these children, right, they're hybrids, right? That would be like the first hybrid, right? Because you're basically mixing DNA because both of them were of a different DNA. Because the DNA was, their DNA was junk, garbage DNA, and ours was of the Akashic Record. We were all tapped in, you know? So now these children are the hybrids. And now for generations and generations, the DNA just keeps mixing, right? It just keeps transmuting and going all sorts of ways. And it was supposed to be the 12-strand DNA. Like now we're just down to like one, soon none, right? So I don't know. I thought I'd talk about the hybrids. To me, that's what a hybrid is. It's an angelic soul having a baby with a demon, a fallen angel. And I guess it depends on what frequency they're each at, right? That's why everything's all fucked up, because we're all out of order. We're all vibrating at all different frequencies. That's why our telepathy, or telepathic and clairvoyant, clairaudient, like that's why it's all fucking out of whack. That's why like it comes in and out. Sometimes we can tap in, and so our fucking DNA is all fucked up, and they keep messing with it. They just keep messing with it, and our DNA is fighting back. It's fighting back. These dogs, they just keep wanting to come outside. So yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd talk about the hybrids. If you got anything else to add on to that, you can post it in here. All right. Have a good night.